Hi, my name is Leigh, and I'm going to be talking about the September through December books that I read in 2019. It was forever ago. So I'm going to cover what I read in September through December. Now, let's start off with some honorable mentions. So I read Stay Sweet, which I talked about in my books that I want to finish in 2019 books. It's by Siobhan, Vivian. It was really cute. I had some problems with it though, in that it was in first person present tense, which is very hard to write in my opinion, and I don't think the author nailed it. I also finished Anne of Windy Poplars by Ellen Montgomery. This I already talked about some of my issues with in that previous video. It was better as I progressed with it. Still not a favorite. So I'm probably going to get rid of my copy of it. Finally, I read Wolf Speaker by Tamora Pierce for my honorable mentions. Wolf Speaker was good, except it had an issue with the issue I had with it, why it's in the honorable mentions and not higher up, is because Dane spends most of the book in meditation. And I want action. So, to my 4 and 5 stars of September through December, or at least books that I think you should actually read. Let's start with A Cricket on the Hearth. Actually, Cricket on the Hearth was not that great. Let's be honest. If you're going to read one of Charles Dickens' Christmas books, you should read A Christmas Carol. It's his best. Cricket on the Hearth has an issue of, and the Chimes both have this issue of being unnecessarily mean to characters who do not deserve it. They are cinnamon rolls, and they don't deserve being burned. Christmas Carol, however, has the opposite thing, so is actually good. You should read that. I read Curtsies and Conspiracies by Gail Carriger. Curtsies and Conspiracies is the second book in Finishing School Quartet by Gail Carriger. It is cute and fun, and I like it, and it's kind of like, there's like two types of steampunk books. There are hard steampunk books, which are like actually scientific and usually talking more about history and what's happening in the world. And then there's alternate universe, like more quirky steampunk, where it's like, look, we have vampires and our automatons are quirky and wacko and funny, and it's lighthearted in a way, and that's more what Finishing School is, which I wasn't expecting to enjoy, but I actually really do. They're fun. They have like the magic school trope going on, which I don't usually enjoy, but I actually like it in Finishing School. Then we have a reread, which is The Eldorado Adventure by Lloyd Alexander. Of course, I love Lloyd Alexander. Lloyd Alexander is one of my favorite authors of all time. The best. You should read it. I'm slowly going through all the Vesper Holly books because I forgot what happened in them. I have already gone over this when I talked about the Illyrian Adventure. This one, however, Vesper is going to go find, let me restart. In this book, Vesper and Brittany are going to El Dorado to go see the land that her father has in El Dorado, and that a guy wants to purchase from her. And she's like, hey, why do you want to purchase this from me? And so she's going to go see the land herself to see why this other person might want it, and then go meet them to see and try and strike a deal maybe. It does not work out well for her. And it's great. Second to last is Betsy and Tacy Go Over the Big Hill by Hart Lovelace. I love the Betsy-Tacy books. I have not read many of them though, so I'm trying to go through them. This one's super cute, and they're just lovely little stories about these 3 little girls named Betsy-Tacy, and then later Tib as well, as they grow up, and it starts when they're like 5 and then ends when they're like 25 or something, so each book kind of covers a few years and things. This is the one when they're 8, I think. It's just super cute and lovely. I read The Courtship of the Vicars Daughter by Lawana Blackwell, which is the second of the Gresham Chronicles, and it's a sequel to The Widow of Larkspur Inn, which I loved. This one was a little bit like, but Mercy's subplot was so good. So obviously it's my favorite. You should maybe read them if you like Christian historical romance books. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I did not read very many books that I absolutely loved. But that's okay. Sometimes you just need to have books that are just okay, you know? Like, successful in that you're reading still, but also, I read a couple other books where I was just like, what? I wanted them to be better, but they weren't as good. So this is my list. Most of them are honorable mentions. They just don't hit that high pinnacle of success for me. But it's okay. That should be everything. I will see you in a few months when I wrap up 2020 at some point.